Hey everybody, Michael Jeffries here, and I'm excited to get in today's book. It's a book that baffled me as a seeker for so many years. It's a classic, I Am That by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. I mean, I Am That, in my mind, had been built up to like mythological proportions, like it was the Holy Bible or something. So I probably attempted, 30 times trying to read it, and it absolutely made no sense. um, and I also got the sense that Nisargadatta didn't really care whether you got him or not. He smoked those little cigarettes called beedies, or I guess we'd call them blunts. And he would yell at people. And you were always free to leave that little room where he'd give satsang. And sometimes he'd throw you out. So then you'd have to leave. Because, he wasn't playing. He wasn't about the niceties. He was just direct pointing. So let's take a look. And I thought we'd take a look at chapter 14, Appearances and the Reality. So we're looking at chapter 14 of I Am That, Appearances and the Reality. Questioner: repeatedly, you have been saying that events are causeless. A thing just happens and no cause can be assigned to it. Surely everything has a cause or several causes. How am I to understand the causelessness of things? And so Maharaj answers, from the highest point of view, the world has no cause. And the questioner says, but what is your own experience? Maharaj answers, everything is uncaused. The world has no cause. He goes on to say, once you create for yourself a world in time and space governed by causality, you are bound to search for and find causes for everything. You put the question and impose an answer. So we can stop here and take a look at that. Once you create for yourself a world in time and space governed by causality, you are bound to search for and find causes for everything. And this is the part you don't realize. He says, you put the question and impose an answer. And what he means is, it's your mind that's coming up with this question, and so it's your mind that's seeking the answer. The infinite, the I am that, which is prior to mine, is that seeking? Continuing, Maharaj says, I see only consciousness and know everything to be but consciousness, as you know the picture on the cinema screen to be light. So let's just take a moment, picture the inside of a movie theater and the image of the projector and the light illuminating the screen at the front of the room. It's just that white light, but when it hits the screen, there's images, pictures, movement. So Maharaj says, I see only consciousness and know everything to be but consciousness, as you know the picture on the cinema screen to be light. Well, what if I forget that? What if I forget that the images are just light, playing, dancing, appearing and disappearing? Gone before the next one can even get here. So there's not a single one that can be held on to or grasped. How do you hold on to light? And is it not the perfect word? Light is light. Let's continue. The questioner says, still, the movements of light have a cause. So right there we can see the mind is searching for meaning. The insistence, there must be a cause. So innocent, so beautiful. Maharaj responds, the light does not move at all. So the light of the projector is not moving. It's constant, it's steady. And so the light of consciousness, does that move at all? Maharaj continues, you know very well that the movement is illusory, a sequence of interceptions and colorings in the film. What moves is the film, which is the mind. So the film strip is our mind. Our mind is the film strip. It is the dream. In the light of unchanging, pure, infinite, unfindable, ungraspable, unknowable, this. This, that's the only one. And that's what Maharaj is saying. I am that, you're that. There's only that. Maharaj goes on to say, of course, everything is interlinked, and therefore everything has numberless causes. The universe, the entire universe, contributes to the least thing. I love that. I love that. The least thing. So a hair falling from your head is the entire universe doing that. You can't find the miracle because everything's the miracle. Everything. The thought that this can't be it. That's the miracle already. Maharaj continues, a thing is as it is because the world is as it is. You see, you deal in gold ornaments and I in gold. So what's he talking about? You deal in gold ornaments and I in gold. Well, ornaments are specific things and gold is what they're all made of. Continuing. Between the different ornaments, there is no causal relation. When you remelt an ornament to make another, there is no causal relation between the two. So he's saying a ring and a bracelet have nothing in common. A ring is a ring and a bracelet's a bracelet. And yet, they're both common in that they're both gold. So Maharaj is pointing out the common factor is the gold. So in this analogy, we would say is the consciousness, is the common factor of everything you know, whether it's a sound, a thought, a feeling, an idea. Doesn't matter. It's still this. You're still conscious of it. So he says, the common factor is the gold, but you cannot say gold is the cause. It cannot be called a cause, for it causes nothing by itself. So he's referring to the consciousness isn't doing anything. The consciousness is not causing anything to happen. It's just conscious. He says, it is reflected in the mind as I am, as the ornament's particular name and shape, yet all is only gold. In the same way, reality makes everything possible, and yet nothing that makes a thing what it is, its name and form, comes from reality. So beautiful. He's saying that all the labels that come from mind, all of them, every label, it's that those aren't reality. That's not reality speaking. That's the mind. That's the film. Reality isn't saying anything.